Don't. Don't put out the fire yet. Let it burn. Stop. Just a little longer. Let it burn a little more. Maybe add a log or two. Keep it alive for a bit longer. Does it matter who I am? Just enjoy the fire with me. Watch it burn. I suppose that's true. You humans are such corporeal creatures. Very well. Hello, Firemaker. Is this less scary? Now you can see me. Isn't it obvious? I'm a fire sprite. I am what a fire sprite is. Somewhere between fire and fairy. Born in the volcano and spread through ash and wind. I thrive on flame. And this fire you've made is quite nice indeed. You are not dreaming. At least, not in any way that I can see. I'm real. Here, reach out your hand. It won't burn despite how I look. Reach out to me. Feel how real I am. You see, I won't hurt you. Don't worry. I'm just here for the flame. It gives me strength, you know. All sorts of things. Why? What do you use your strength for? I wouldn't do that. I see you, and I suggest you put the bucket down. If you try to put the fire out, I'll stop you. I certainly can. I may look delicate and small, but I have my own sort of power. Look, I have these lovely little darts, you see? And if I shoot you with them, the poison on the tips will make you burn from the inside, slowly and steadily. So I strongly suggest you leave the fire to me. I don't want to hurt you, and I won't if you don't make me. In fact, I respect you very much, Firemaker. You created this flame. You set it to burning and kept it alight. I value that. Of course, I'm far from my home, you see, and fires are few and far between. When I can't find one to sustain me, I become slow. Sometimes I go completely dormant. But this is a wonderful fire. It gives me so much energy. If I may ask, what motivated you to build it? It's exceptional work. What was your inspiration? What did you need it for? Do you also draw strength from it? Oh, while you were sleeping then, and for warmth and cooking. You were just doing these things outdoors, which few humans do, but still the usual practical human uses for flame. I see. Beyond those, did you perhaps spend time meditating, staring into the fire and letting your thoughts wander? Of course you did. Almost everyone does. The flame is mesmerizing. It draws attention and keeps it. You can't help but be ensnared by its charms. It's perfectly all right. I'm glad you made it. It's been of use to both of us. Have you ever seen anything so beautiful? The fire is the most beautiful thing in the world. Of course it is. It's nearly magical. Alive but not. Powerful, but not all powerful. It races across landscapes and devours everything in its path, but it's also as small and delicate as candlelight. It roars like a lion, but it also quietly glows in embers. It requires air to breathe, and a sip of water destroys it. Alive, but not. The purest and strongest of the elements. I am entirely at its mercy. Since I'm in this form, I will sit and enjoy it. Are you less afraid of me then? That's good. Sit with me. Appreciate the fire by my side. You may put it out when I say you may put it out. I am still drawing power from the source. For now, sit and be still. I require it of you. Me? I don't have a name. Why? Do you? Nice to meet you. Perhaps I should have a name too. Will you give me one? I like that. I will be Cinder, because I would not exist without fire. I'll be honest, this is my first time venturing into the world. I've been away from home for a while, but I still don't understand much of what I see. Non-elementals are strange to me. It's what we do. We explore. We seek new flames. We follow the fire where it goes. But I do plan to return home someday, when I'm tired of the wandering. I'll curl up in the volcano and embrace the warmth again. I'll be honest, you're the first human I've actually spoken to. I've seen plenty of you. I watch your kind and seek out the hearth flames and candles that light your spaces. I observe your culture and your behaviors. So grounded you are, so tied to the earth. But you do so much with fire, until it turns on you, of course, as it almost always will. I saw a village in the north being consumed by a conflagration. It was beautiful and terrible to behold. People were screaming. I don't know what caused it. It might have been a small thing, one tiny spark that went astray. That's all it takes. And the world is in flames. The fire ate its way through everything the humans had built. When it was over, a pile of ash was all that remained. Tragedy, I suppose, to you, Fire Maker. To me, it was the natural outcome of trying to bend something as powerful as flame to your purposes. Fire is power. It's life. It's light. But it's also opportunistic. Give it fuel and it will burn forever. It does not discriminate. I respect that from which I came. Humans try to leash the elementals any way they can, and it almost always comes at a price. Fire may seem unpredictable, but it's actually very easy to predict. It wishes to burn, that is all. Anything and everything that it can. And I am empowered by that. It's a part of me as much as your lifeblood is a part of you. Am I boring you, waxing poetic about the flame? I'm glad. I'm enjoying this more than I thought I would. You're a good listener. And I'm grateful to you for letting me share your fire, even though I didn't really give you much choice. I've told you enough about me. What of you? Why are you here? And why were you about to douse this flame when I came along? Oh, I see. So you're like me, traveling the world. No ties to bind you. I understand. And the fire, So you respect the flame enough to want to protect your world from its unchecked effects. I understand that too. Even if every part of me screams at the thought of this lovely fire going cold, I respect the desire to preserve your home. That's quite responsible of you. But if that's the case, does that mean you will simply make a new fire the next time you stop for the night? Truly, you will do that. That is marvelous. I imagine that fire would be even better than this one, if such a thing is possible. I don't suppose... Well, it's just that I am aimless, without direction or purpose. Do you think I might join you on your path for a while? I would thrive in the company of your fire. It makes perfect sense. We both stand to gain. I would be happy to contribute. I can gather fuel, and I can protect us from harm. I do not eat or drink, so I would not consume your resources. What do you think? I ask that you consider it, Firemaker. I would very much like to share a bit of this journey. We could speak more about our differences, and you could teach me about your culture. I might perhaps grow to understand you more. And when you arrive at your destination, we can part ways. I may choose that time to return to my volcano, or I may continue to wander. It will all be up to the wind. What's your answer? Excellent, thank you. Oh, probably important to mention that I won't be in this form all the time. It uses a great deal of my energy to maintain corporeal shape, and as lovely as your fires are, they cannot sustain me forever like this. I will still be here, and we can still talk. We just can't touch. But don't worry, I will sometimes return to this body. It allows me to feel and experience things in ways my true self cannot. All right, then, we have a deal. Companions for the journey and whatever is to come. Now? Oh, I understand. You were about to put out the fire because you were about to get on the road again. I suppose just a bit longer, and then I will help you douse the flame properly, as long as you promise to create a new one as soon as we stop again. Agreed? What is this? To seal the pact, I just take your hand and shake it? I can do that. Like this? It is done, Firemaker. I suppose our journey begins now. Hey, sweetness. If you like what you hear, don't forget to click subscribe so you can hear more. Also, check me out over on Twitch. And if you want to support me, Patreon. Thanks for listening.